Walking in the garden of God. How to sow the seed. So let me get this going here. All right. How is everyone this morning? I guess I'll turn this one on. Okay. How is everyone? It is a beautiful day, isn't it? Thank you. It's good to be here. All right. Walking in the garden of God. This has been something for me for many years. And I think I've done this talk before here, but it's been a while. But I was inspired by Myrtle Fillmore and what she was talking about, seeding the soul, seeding God's um, seeds in our souls. So when I went online to check it out and to get some information to be able to bring this message to you, inspired by her and what was she saying about this, I found to me, it was the most interesting, fabulous thing. On the website, there's a little space that you can play, and it's Myrtle's voice. 1936, Letters to God. It is Myrtle speaking this whole paragraph of this whole message. So we have just a little bit trying to get the sound bite to sound really clear. Not able to do a whole lot of it, but Bill was able to get enough of it. So I thought I would love to, and we would love to have Myrtle start this talk today. Okay.
It is the joy of the spring sunshine that fills my soul and wings my voice as it flows out to you. It is impersonal and I trust as welcome as a breeze coming in at your open window. And like the sunshine and spring air, it is laden with God's blessings for you. Your garden out there is aglow with beauty and color. You have joyous faith in the fidelity of the little seed to bring forth of its kind. You do not question your ability to prepare the soil and administer to the unfolding needs, and so you cooperate with the natural law. Yet, in the preparation of such results, you have associated in the miracle of growth, and have filled the chalice of your brown garden with the beauty and splendor of God's increase. The frequent occurrence of this miracle has established your faith in the law which decrees that you shall reap as you sow. You are not anxious, you do not doubt, you do not question, you consider it your right to expect the Creator to bless your work with success. You are pleased and satisfied with the results of the natural law, and this should prompt you to exercise the same faith in the spiritual law of your own consciousness. For here, too, to prepare the soil of your mind, plant the kind of seed you desire to have bud and blossom and fruit in your own soul and body. Your soul and body are God's garden too. Here the Creator works through your consciousness with his light and love and life to reproduce the beautiful patterns of your thoughts. Into the chalice of your soul, which your faith holds wide, God pours his own ideas, which take root in your desires, your acts, and your very flesh. The miracles of growth are being performed all the time. It is always springtime in the soul. You are doing in the spirit just what the seeds in the garden have done. You prepare the garden of mind and heart with living words of truth. In so doing, you are contacting the Christ Spirit and making use of the vital elements of being, and bringing into visibility the beauty and perfection of God's ideal man and the heavens which are your homes, and your words of life and health. Joy and truth are God's words, and eternally bring forth the radiance of their kind.
There she is. I don't know how well you were able to hear it because it was just there was so much background noise. But that's Myrtle. That's our divine feminine side of Charles that brought unity out into the world. And here we are because of that. So, what is it about sowing divine seeds of God into our soul? What is it about our walking in our garden of God? Do we ever think about what is this? What is this beautiful space? This body is born and it's all nice and chubby and pink and new and just giggles and gurgles. And then it grows. This body grows and it's just like really a sprout that's coming up out of the ground, is it not? And then over years, it matures and it comes into its blossoming of adulthood. And then, just like with the season, it starts to become to a place where it starts to wither and is going to go back to the earth. That whole process is a part of ourselves. Within that is our individual soul, the beautiful light that is eternal, that is always present, always there. And I personally, I mean, I believe I know I've come back more than once. I've been on this planet, I've been on this planet journey more than one time. Um, and so in this process of being here and now, how do we consciously wake up in the morning and bring ourselves into that space of what can I sow today? What can I reap today? What has come to me? Has there been a dream come to me in the night that as I awaken goes, oh, it is a form of Father, Mother, God speaking to me in my dream. What a beautiful dream I had. Or we can wake up with dreams that can be disturbing, nightmarish. I had a dream connected yesterday morning with someone that chose to step out of my life and didn't tell me why. That's difficult when that happens. But in our soul agreement of the time that we were dear, dear friends, this was necessary for her. But there was a part of my soul that said, okay, too. So that's a friendship. That's the seeds of friendship that were sowed and were taken care of throughout all the seasons. And as it blossomed, and then it comes into fall and it came into winter for a good 7 years. That's interesting too. It was 7 years. Yeah, 7 years, a cycle. And and I understand. And there was actually, at first, there was this, of course, there was sadness and there was rejection, hurt, but it wasn't that deep. It was a thing of, wait a minute here. And I understood it and I was okay with it. And so it's been some time since there was this quiet, silent ending of our soul going on this journey. And then she came into my dream state yesterday morning. And I'm like, okay, that I don't dream about her. But there was a reason I dreamed about her. So I asked in prayer, and I also did my pendulum. I said, she's not well. And so there is, so blessings and prayers to her. There is a recurring disease process. So, because normally that wouldn't come back. So asking for prayer. So was she sowing the seeds of, I need prayer? What is our garden of God that we take care of every day? How is it to be able to look and think about it, to think about it in that frame, that what I'm doing today when I wake up and when I go get my coffee, my tea, but what am I stepping into today? How am I making contributions? How am I sowing seeds into my life? Am I being conscious of that? Am I being conscious of maybe something that I've neglected? Something, someone, somewhere that I've neglected that is a deepening of myself, which in then is a consciousness to come in to that connection with God, with Father, Mother, God, into that awareness. of having the beloved speak to me, speak through me, speak as me, walk as me. To come into that place of remembering that, it's just so easy not to do that, isn't it? It is. But I also know that, I mean, I think I've got some very strong meditation people here. Yes? Hands? Strong meditating people. Okay. Yes. Prayer posse. There we go. Yeah, the prayer posse. Yeah. That is what I'm talking about. That is what looking at when I got to Myrtle. And I like, it's like, what does she say here? It is the joy of the spring sunshine that fills my soul and wings my voice as it flows out to you. It is as personal and I trust as welcome as a breeze coming in at your open window. And like the sunshine in spring air, it is laden with God's blessings for you. Oh, oh, your garden out there is aglow with beauty and color. You have joyous faith in abilities of each seed to bring forth of its kind. You do not question your ability to prepare the soil in the ministries of the unfolding needs, and so you cooperate with the natural law. Yet in the preparation for such results, you have officiated in the miracle of growth and have filled the chalice of your brown garden with the beauty and splendor of God's grace. Oh my. That, yeah, I know. That's really good, isn't it? Yeah. This is, yet in the preparation for such results, you have officiated in the miracle of growth and have filled the chalice of your brown garden with the beauty and splendor of God's increase. So this is me. So it's like, I may or may not have a garden, but we all can relate to what we see on the outside, what is present in tending the garden on the inside. And like I've been saying, being able to share that, being able to be that. And I've been doing some conscious meditation um, mantras and practice lately, and looking ahead at what are the next step I am to be stepping into in my life. And in those, it is, it is like that I'm clearing out, like when we come into planting a spring garden, we have all the what's left over. We have the earth is somewhat dry. There's dry leaves. We gotta till the soil. We gotta take out all the old stem, all the old stalks and everything like that. And we gotta clear the soil out, don't we? Make it all nice and fertile, nice and brown. And of course it's brown Niobe, but I'm saying brown in the sense of having it nice and clear. When you look at it, it's like, okay, all the weeds are taken out of it. Now, what do I want to put into it? And what I've been putting into this conscious meditation, conscious energy practice is, what are my next steps, beloved? This is where I surrender into you. What are my choices? And I know what my choices are. I know what my desires are. I know where I'm being called. I know what the calling is, and I have had visions of it. And now it's for me to be clearing out all that doesn't need to be there. The old from the old garden of the past season, and clearing that out. And that's thoughts. It's the negative thoughts that want to come up in my mind that say, really? Do you really think you can do that? And some of it is like, am I worthy of doing that? I have had such a confrontation into me. I was like, if you want to do this, this is the calling of your life, Niobe. You have got to clear the soil of what you want to seed in it. And that is clearing my mind, but my soul is the one that's talking to me saying, these are the seeds. These are the visions you're having. This is what you're understanding. I'm already here. It's already in our soul. We don't have to wait on it. But we get all up in here. It's really easy to not think, well, I've got everything I need right here and now, right inside me. And I love how Myrtle was just saying to this about it that the frequent occurrence of this miracle has established your faith in the law, which decrees that you shall reap as you sow. You are not anxious. You do not doubt. You do not question. You consider it your right to expect the freeing power to bless your work with success. You are pleased and satisfied with the results of natural law. And this should prompt you to exercise the same faith in the spiritual law of your own consciousness. For here too, you prepare the soil of your mind. Plant the kind of seed you desire to have bud and blossom and fruit in your own soul and body. Oh my, oh my. That's very powerful. Your soul and body are God's garden too. Here, the Creator works through your consciousness with his light and love and life to reproduce the beautiful patterns of your thoughts. Ah, is this hitting anybody like it? When I found this, it hit me. It was like, because I'm so in this place of what are you thinking? Um, there's a song I wrote, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're thinking, that's what you're living. So and I wrote that one a long time ago. So we still have to practice this. We still have to step into this. We still have to have a practice that brings us conscious into this every single day, every morning that we wake up, when middle of the day, and when we go to bed at night. What is my practice? Or I can just go on my merry way and I can throw some seeds out there and say, well, we'll see. We'll see if anything grows. How do farmers do with that if they do that? They don't. Yeah, it's like, well, let's just see if anything grows. There we go. Oh, this depth of relationship. This depth of relationship of what we are gifted with is holy. It is yours and yours alone. In this lifetime, it's priceless. And then it's our choice. Then it is my choice. Do I want to do the backstroke out of all of this that I've been seeing what's coming to me? Because it's like, it's overwhelming. It's like, oh my. But then can I shift my perspective of it, of that, oh my, of like going, oh my, oh my, oh my, just blessed, just blessed with the calling. And coming into that place of how can I serve? Who can I serve? It's taken me a long time to get to that stuff. Well, I have that stuff. But who can I serve? How can I serve? And in that surrendering, trusting of what's going to come back to me. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, I'm just beginning to get this. I don't know if it's coming into our wonderful silver years, but I found Unity in 1995. And it's been that process of I still stayed outside myself. But when you plant a garden, what happens when you plant a garden? Do you plant it with intention and that delight that it's going to grow something for you? Yes. Okay. And in doing that, so there is that connection of awareness and that connection of this is what I do want to grow. This is what I do want to have happen in my life. So whether it is a physical garden or whether it is simply something else in your life or just your everyday life experience that you want to seed into a place when you wake up in the morning and you say, God, it's a beautiful day. I'm alive. What can I do today? What can I do today that can make it that can make a difference for myself or for somebody else? If we have illnesses, if we have pain, if we have challenges, it's a thing of help me walk through this day with these challenges so I can be of my highest good, so I can be in a space of gratitude and and light that I still am. I still am, beloved. I still am. So, watching my time here. Ah, this is another one. I often think these days that we are all too much of a rush, trying to do too much and still failing to discern and do the very things we would mean most. So much that we think and do surely would not be done by one in the Jesus Christ consciousness. So much that we think we need would not be desired by one conscious of the spiritual resources. And this is a line from another song I wrote. Another time I'd like to share this song with you. Creation is yours. I'll just sing, creation is yours in the spark of your thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, that's what you're living. Choosing your power each step of the way. You are the truth, alive here today. You've got sunshine rising in the palm of your hand. You have the power of the universe at your command. You hold all possibilities of infinity. What does it take for you to own all of these? Just believe. And is it that simple? Do we just need to flip the sweet switch and believe in it? Flip that switch and believe. I want to thank you all so much for having me here today and and being present and being open to the message that I'm bringing to you. I hope it has brought some thought and food for thought for you. And just very grateful. Thank you again. I'll stay. All right, we will move forward.